Hey, Dad. Like you to meet Margaret.
Nice to meet you, Margaret.
Nice to meet you, Mr. Young.
Time sure does fly, doesn't it?
Sure does.
Hey, welcome back, fellow Viewer Lounge patrons. And I'm back again with another review. And this time it's on Here, starring Tom Hanks and Robin Wright, directed by Robert Zemeckis. Now, it hasn't been a lot of buzz with this movie. And I actually saw this, I actually did a YouTube commercial, honestly. And one of my favorite actors is Tom Hanks. I like a lot of things that he has done. I haven't seen every single of his movies, but I try to watch most of them. Of course, his favorite is Forrest Gump. Now, Forrest Gump is also directed by Robert Zemeckis, and you have a lot of actors from his previous movies like Forrest Gump in this, like Robin Wright. You know, if you remember her from Forrest Gump, where she was I think was she Jenny? Is that her name? You know, it was Tom Hanks' love interest, of course. So they're back again. And with this movie, it's shot in a singular room, shot just one shot, nothing else. And basically it goes through different time periods from prehistoric to modern times. And you go through different types of situations, different type of families, sure, different time periods. But the main ones is going to be Robin Wright and Tom Hanks' characters. Start from as a kid, you know, teenager and adult, and how they met, of course. And everything happens in this one room. Of course, you know, you'll see like little snippets of what they're going through and the situations they go through and the problems that they go through. But also you go back at different times as well through prehistoric, the dinosaurs and evolution. Then you get to the Indians, and you get to when American came, Civil War. Then you get to the 1940s, 1930s, 1940s, a war, things like that. And you're following, you're kind of really following Tom Hanks and Robin Wright's characters as they grow through time, being married so young. But it's a lot of message. It's a lot of message in this movie, as you think. And for me, the biggest message was time. That's probably the whole movie. It's time. Is sometimes time can go by fast, where certain things that you want to do is something sometimes you put it off. And you say, I'll do it next time. I'll do it. I got time. And sometimes you get to the point where you realize that you don't have a lot of time, and that time can go by very, very fast. And we have to cherish the moments that we have, but also try maybe to fulfill things and not put things off. That's why I get a lot from this movie as well. Childhood, growing up, having dreams, having wants, having needs. Some things happen. You have a child. You got to put your dream on hold. You got to work. You say you might get to it later, but you got bills. You got to pay them. You keep putting it off. Marriage. You're married. You love each other. One person wants something else. You keep putting it off. You don't hear them. And sometimes it might be too late, but you still love them. You have kids, children, want to go to war. You're upset. Why are you going? So there's a lot of messages in this movie, and it can't get you. It can't get you. It got me. The movie's not that long. I think it's about maybe 2 hours or so. But I enjoyed it. Now, a lot of people, well, not a lot of people, but I do saw the Rotten Tomatoes score, and it's very low. I can understand it. I understand. With Tom Hanks, you have a lot of Tom Hanks and Robin Wright. You know, they got to go back from their young teenagers. They use a lot of CGI, a lot of de-aging. The aging is not bad, but at times it can be distracting. At sometimes, and you can, if you really look, a lot of times Tom Hanks' face looks very stiff, in that and it's like almost like a puppet, you know, at times. But I don't try to let it distract me. I try to not look at it so hard. But other than that, it was still good. You know, at certain points, I know it can be funny. You know, we have one part of around the early 1940s. You can see the person kind of inventing the Lazy Boy for the first time. It's called a Lazy Boy, but it was a Lazy Boy, but he called it something else. And I like that. And that was funny. That was, you know, it was heartwarming with him and his wife inventing that. Then you get to the next, you show the next family. With Tom Hanks' family, his dad, you know, came from the war. He bought a house. He's working, and it shows that timeline. But I felt the most I got out of this movie is knowing that, don't let time pass you by. Try to fulfill everything that you can fulfill in a timely manner, and don't put things off the last minute. That's what I got from this movie. Don't put anything off. Don't let anything by. Listen to your partner. Listen to some other. Listen to them. Make sure you both are being heard. Yes, there'll be certain situations with bills and children and family and things like that. But we have to make sure we find time, because you never know what time will just slip you by. There's one scene in the movie, Robin Wright, she turns 50. Not spoil. I mean, it's not going to spoil anything. Turns 50, and she's thinking about everything that she has done in life, and she breaks down. And that's for a lot of people. For me, getting older, be almost in my 40s. Sometimes you look back and see, what have you done in life? Have you done the things that you wanted? Have you done things that you wanted to do? What makes you happy? And this movie makes you really think about that. This movie makes you think, especially for adults. This is not a children's movie. This is really for adults. This is, from my opinion, adults between the ages of 20 and older, in my opinion. People that are just starting life, graduating, going to college, people getting married. Everybody should watch this. This movie will make you think. The movie sits you in and be like, time can go by fast if you don't pay attention. And what Tom Hanks and Robert Wright brings out of that, of a loving family, a loving husband, a loving wife. Things happen, things be put off. You listen, you have heartache. I like that. And like I said, it's almost like a play, because like when certain things happen in this room, it pauses. And it goes to other stories, but it's not so much into, like, you watch Tom Hanks and Robin's characters. It's almost like commercials, little things here and there, little times in the past and things like that. And you also have a family in the future. Modern times, it's a black family. So I know I felt like that's kind of a little bit of pandering. It's a little bit. It's kind of. It's one thing in the movie where the dad has the talk with the son. You know how, as a black people, we talk to our kids on how to act when they get arrested, make sure your hands, things like that. They put that in the movie. I think that's fine to see, but I felt like that was kind of forced, in my opinion. It was a little bit forced in it. It's a little bit. I felt like we had to put this in here, but that didn't bother me too much. That didn't really bother me. And when you have those tough scenes, when you have Robin, Tom Hanks, you have other people, you have his dad, like, you have a lot of things happening. You have serious things happening. And sometimes they hit right here. Then it stops and it ends scene. I like that. And it goes on to something else. So I think this movie, the way it's shot, I liked it. A lot of people might not like it, how it just shot in this one singular room, one shot, one camera. Some people might not like it. I enjoyed it, because it told a story. It told a story, these families, but the main family. But different stories means family that all people can relate to. I did get emotional in this, right at the end. I'm not going to spoil it, because in my opinion, everybody should go watch it, especially young adults, married people. Everybody should go watch this movie, because it makes you think, and everybody should go watch this movie, especially adults, because it's heartwarming. Like, at the end, I'm not going to spoil it, but it got your boy. And other people was tearing up in there. It got me, and I was tearing up. But this is a good movie. This movie made me think as well. It makes me want to think my future. It makes me want to think what I need to be doing. It makes me want to think, what am I doing? Am I working hard enough? Am I doing what I need to do? Am I being my true self? Am I being the person that I want to be? That movie makes you think like that. This movie is good. Like I said, the de-aging with Tom Hanks and Robin Wright, and it can be off, a little distracting, but not too bad. I enjoyed the story. And I think Robert Zemeckis did a good job. I enjoy this movie. This is a heartwarming movie. This is an emotional movie. I'm an emotional person, so it got me. But it makes you think. It makes you think about life. It makes you think about time. It makes you think about what you're doing. And it makes you, are you doing enough? Are you being enough? And I enjoy that. It makes me think about my own life. And what am I doing? What am I doing in my life? Am I fulfilling everything that I want to do? What I'm doing right now is this what I really want to do? And I enjoy talking about movies, because movies make you think. I love going movies by myself, because it makes you think. It makes you pause life But sometimes movies like this, even though you pause life and you walk in this theater, the movie can hit you and make you realize, wow, that's what happened in my life. And that's why I like movies. Movies make you think. Movies like this make you think. You got movies that make you action, sad, cry, all that. And I like when I go to movies like this, it makes you think. It makes you think about life. It had me emotional. You know, makes me think about my mother. Things about my family. Things about my immediate family. Make me think about my kids. It takes a lot. And like I said, everyone should go see this movie. Well, all those. Some people might not take it, but I took it. And I enjoyed it. It makes you think. Don't waste time. Listen. Hear the people that's talking to you. Especially the person that loves you. Listen to them. Hear them. Meet them all the way as they meet you. I enjoyed this movie Here. Here, starring Tom Hanks, Robin Wright, and directed by Robert Zemeckis. Go see it. You won't regret it. If you've seen Here, leave a comment below. If you like it, you didn't like it, tell me why. Make sure you subscribe, like, and share this. But until the next review, oh, I'm sorry. And I give Here, I give it a 3.5. 3.5 out of 5. But until next review, guys, my fellow Review Lounge patron, peace.
You know, if you like, you could spend the rest of the night here.
I could spend the rest of my life here.
This was our home. We lived here.